World of Warcraft, the game that came out so long ago, maybe it was 12 years ago or 15 years ago, it was so long ago. But it was the very first edition. It just came out. There was nobody knew anything about the game. The first month of play was included. Internet connection was required, and then there was additional online fees, so $15 every single month to play this game. And then later it just grew. It was the Game of the Year edition. Just more members joined. Oh, they added a different picture on the Game of the Year edition. And over 5 million players were playing the World of Warcraft. It was $50 back then. And then you got your first month of play included, and then it just grew even further. There's over 8 million online in the World of Warcraft, and yes, everything was the same. Geez, they just changed the boxes slightly, but we knew that the World of Warcraft was growing. And we would see it on the shelves there. We'd see it say, go buy the game, go buy the game. They'd go to your work, they'd be like, pick you up. They'd be like, I'll pick you up from work, Tyro. We'll go to the store, we'll go buy the game, we'll go buy it right now, install it, play it with us. And then we could all enter the World of Warcraft just as it was on the very first day it came out and enter the gates of the World of Warcraft. The very first version. We could see the warriors there. He was fighting. There was probably some warlock and probably some warrior, and there was all the action bars on the bottom. And then we could see all the equipment that you could use. So that was a purple weapon, level 60, chance to hurl a fireball on hits. That's he's a level 60 dwarf warrior. He's a guild master of Legions of Valor. Jeez. And then over here on the other side, you could see there was a big, huge snowman on the other side. The game's user interface is so intuitive, you may never need to read the manual. But they did include a manual anyways. Just in case you wanted to read the manual, the game manual was telling you everything. And then we could do these open up? No, those didn't open up. But then you could open up the other side of the portal. And then there was even more stuff to see. We could see some big, huge robot creatures. Shredders epitomize the lethal power of goblin ingenuity. And we could see a big, huge battle was going. It was against the orcs and the humans, it looks like, probably. Geez, all the fire's going. What does this say? Choose your allegiance. Wage relentless assaults with your allies in arms. Probably the horde against the alliance, and there's big, huge fire-breathing dragons. You would need to bring a huge party of people with you. Probably a big party of 5. And here there's even mounts you could ride around on. Wolves, you could ride around on horses, you could ride around on raptors. Jeez, so ridiculous. Dragon raids require strength, skill, and a hero's courage. And there's even more pets. You could be a hunter, you could get a pet. Wow, that was everything in the beginning you could see when you opened up the book, and then you could look at the back of World Awaits. Descend into the World of Warcraft and join thousands of mighty heroes in an online world of myth, magic, and limitless adventure. Jagged snowy peaks, mountain fortresses, harsh winding canyons, zeppelins flying over smoldering battlefields, epic sieges, and infinity of experiences await. So what are you waiting for? Are you going to enter the World of Warcraft? Embark on epic quests. Unravel the continuing story of Warcraft as you engage in hundreds of custom quests, with more being added all the time. Face the mighty dragon of Blackrock Spire, cleanse the undead from the looming ziggurats of Strathome, and much, much more. Wow. Form powerful alliances, play solo, or enlist fellow heroes to join your forces with you as you negotiate the vast battle-scarred landscape of a world at war. So there's another dragon there. Indulge in seamless beauty, explore expansive environments that are in-word legendary. The World of Warcraft graphics engine renders the game universe seamlessly, so you spend your time adventuring, not waiting. So there's no loading screens in this game, but then there is loading screens. Engage in ever-changing world. Blizzard's dedicated live team creates a constant stream of new adventures to undertake, lands to explore, and monsters to vanquish. The epic quest never ends. So there's some Moonkin. First month of play is included. It's rated teen, so there's blood, suggestive themes, use of alcohol, and violence. So game experience may change. So if you're not a teen, don't play this game. What else is there? Here, this is probably how people probably forgot all this stuff. The hotkeys on the macOS, the Alt becomes the Option button. So your movement keys, you move with the WASD, right? Except they do with the WSAD. They even do it in the game like that. And then you can also strafe your character left and right. You can jump, you can pitch your character up and down. You can hit all of your action bar buttons. You can targeting functions, miscellaneous functions, mini-map zoom out. Oh, nobody knows about these ones. Toggle the music, toggle the sound, master volume up, volume down. Nobody ever uses those. home button, talents. Oh wow, so there's all the interface panels. And then originally the game was small enough to actually fit on 4 compact discs. And it had a different wrapping before then for the first edition. The World of Warcraft, the disc of 1 of 4. The World of Warcraft, the disc 2 of 4. The World of Warcraft, the disc 3 of 4. And the World of Warcraft, the disc 4 of 4. So it used to be on 4 discs, but then they made it on 5 discs. Yes, the game kept getting bigger. They did keep adding more content. Then they had to keep on adding more discs for every game that they released. There was so many discs released later. They even changed some of the covers on the labels, right? The disc 1 and the disc 2 was different. They changed the human with the orc. They changed the troll with the tauren. And then they had the night elf and the dwarf. They kept those ones, but they added the undead. So they had all 5 races. And then they had the World of Warcraft disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, and then they added disc 5 because there's way too much content in the game to fit on 4 discs anymore. And then there was even stuff inside the boxes, right? This one had the most stuff. It was the heaviest. We were going to open that one. And then the guest pass, you could play for free. You could give this to your friend. Hide the key. Don't show anybody the key because then they'll use it. How to use the free guest pass. Then you would give this to your friend. How to use it. Go to the worldofwarcraft.com guest, enter your guest pass key when prompted during, download the free game. Enjoy World of Warcraft free up until level 20. This guest account allows you to play World of Warcraft for free up to level 20. Note that certain game features are restricted on guest accounts. To remove those restrictions, please upgrade to the full version. So they did have a free-to-play version back then where you could go to level 20, and that was the only limitation mostly. Certain game features are restricted on guest accounts, but you could still play to level 20 even back then when they first released the game. Wow, that's ridiculous. I didn't even know that you could go to level 20 for free when they first released the game. I thought they added that later. So then in the Game of the Year edition, the box that seemed the heaviest, probably because some things were missing from these boxes, and that box was completely empty. It was just a crushed box. There wasn't even anything in this box. It was an empty box. Yeah, it was just an empty box, but it still had over 8 million players on it, so we kept it because it was a different box. And then you got your World of Warcraft free. Don't give them the CD keys. It looks like it came with the Outer Cool box. Cool. We didn't actually have the Outer Cool box before, so this is where it stored all your CDs, all your 5 discs, disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of them are here. And then we could actually still play this game because maybe they made it so you have to own the original games to play the game. If you don't have your original copies of the games, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go buy the game again. But because I saved all my copies, I could just put them into my computer and then play exactly how it was. So then here's how the guest pass was in the Game of the Year edition. Invite a friend for a free 10-day guest pass. So they did change it later. Invite a friend so they could play for 10 days for free. So it's not up to level 20 anymore. They changed it. So your friends can only play for 10 days now. So wow. So being able to play for free forever up to level 20 wasn't really a good business opportunity for them. And then it came with the product catalog, so you could look at all the other games too, right? The StarCraft Ghost was coming out. Did that game ever come out? Probably. They were advertising it with the World of Warcraft, so we could see it's sent into the battle-scarred universe of StarCraft as Nova, a lethal ghost operative in the service of a Dominion. Wow. Appetizing of the height of human evolution and physical conditioning, ghosts are sent only on the blackest missions, with an arsenal of psionic powers, advanced weaponry, and strategic call-downs at your command. Engage in a mix of solo infiltration and full-scale battles as you unravel the critical next chapter of epic StarCraft saga, coming soon to PlayStation 2, Xbox. So it was released on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, so I've never seen those games. Hopefully I could find them one day, and then I'll be able to play them. Actually, yeah. At my game store, I've gotten so many Xbox games, so many PlayStation 2 games. I've never seen StarCraft Ghost ever. World of Warcraft Game of the Year edition, A World Awaits, and it probably says the same thing as on the box, but that's cool. And then the Warcraft Battle Chest came out. Oh, cool. The ultimate collection of the best-selling strategy games. Warcraft Battle Chest, the Warcraft 3. I believe I have those battle chests. I have all the battle chests. The StarCraft 1, the Warcraft 3, the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, and the Frozen Throne. Expansion set to the Game of the Year in an Age of Chaos only. The Ruthless Survive. Wow. so many things. And then the Diablo battle chest, that game is so cool. You could Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 2 the expansion. Jeez. And then the StarCraft battle chest, they had so many different things back then. And it came with these big, huge strategy guides. I have those strategy guides. Wow, because I have the battle chests, of course. Of course I have the Diablo battle chest. I have all of these battle chests. Diablo 2 Game of the Year. All of their games were always Game of the Year. Diablo 2, the Lord of the Expansion set. World of Warcraft action figures. They even had action figures they were selling when the first game came out, World of Warcraft. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's look at them. What were they? The Taran Shaman, the Jungle Troll Voodoo Priest, the Undead Warlock. So these were action figures you could buy back then. Arthas, so he's probably the coolest one. Once a holy paladin, this fallen hero now threatens all of Azeroth. And then the Chandris the Feathermoon, the Night Elf Archer. And then, Tixers, the Darkeners in the City of Dreadlord who reveals in Shadow and Suffering. Who is that guy? Oh, the Toy-Con action figures are only $9.99 each. They're only $10 for these. Oh, these toys are $14.99. There's different prices. There's different figures. What else was they advertising back then? StarCraft action figures. Wow. I've never seen StarCraft action figures. The Firebat. That is really, really ridiculous. Equipped with the powerful pollution, the Hydralisk, which could be the Tassadar, the StarCraft. These figures were also $9.99. Just the Warcraft Sunwell trilogy. What is this? Some books? Wow, Warcraft the Sunwell trilogy manga. They make mangas I didn't even know about. Wow. So many things. Blizzard books, a whole bunch of books. The World of Warcraft strategy guide for $20. The Art of Warcraft, the StarCraft strategy guide, the Diablo 2 strategy guide, the Diablo 2 expansion, the Warcraft 3 strategy guide, the Warcraft, these just books. What are these things? Blizzard novels. Jeez, they even make novels. They make so many different things you wouldn't know about if you didn't read the Blizzard catalogs. And they had Blizzard merchandises back then. They had t-shirts that you could buy of World of Warcraft. The t-shirts were $15 back then. And the t-shirts were $15 and the hats were $18. Maybe they could re-release the hats and re-release the shirts and re-release all of the figures and everything. If they re-release the figures, Arthas one would sell out, and the StarCraft figures, they could re-release all the other things. They're re-releasing all the video games. The Warcraft, the role-playing game. What is the role-playing game? What is this? The #1 fantasy role-playing game and the #1 fantasy real-time computer game join forces. What? And it's a massive, each filled with the Warcraft, what we're reading up here. Laura needed to translate the world of Azeroth into the D2O role-playing system. So is it like, World of Warcraft role-playing game, the role-playing guide, the game, the Alliance and Horde, Warcraft role-playing game, Magic and Mayhem, Warcraft Lands of Conflict. Jeez, and then the World of Warcraft key set and the Z-board. So was that a really good keyboard back then? It had the World of Warcraft on it. They were selling that for $20, a limited edition key set. And then here, what was that? The $49.99, $50 for this keyboard. Wow, it's a pretty cool keyboard. Jeez, $50. You can't even, it doesn't even look like a keyboard. That is so cool. World of Warcraft keyboards. That's the end. Blizzard, a free subscription. Blizzard Insider. Go to the website. The Blizzard Insider is your email source for breaking news, exclusive offers, and behind-the-scenes info on Blizzard games. To subscribe, go to blizzard.com Insider. Wow, so many things in here. So I do hope you guys kept your games, right? Because you do need your CDs to play this game. If you did not keep your game, if you got rid of your discs for some reason, you're going to have to re-buy the game. But me, I'm just going to pop these into my computer. I'm going to install it and then connect to the servers. Just how the servers were back then, exactly what it was. So I saved myself, $50? Where's the... Yes, I saved myself $50. Now you guys are going to have to go pay $50 again. Mine comes with a 1-month subscription. And then, geez, even though the World of Warcraft, that game was really ridiculous. They even came out with a ridiculous battle chest. Came out with 2 battle chests, right? Because look at the front. They gave you some strategy guides for the Burning Crusade and World of Warcraft, the official strategy guide. And then before that, they had the World of Warcraft, the beginner's guide, everything you need to begin your adventure. So you're going to need your battle chest to begin, because there's probably all the strategy guides in here that you need. So then I was completely ready for the re-release of World of Warcraft. I had absolutely everything ready to play. I even had my World of Warcraft beginner's guide so I could look through everything and I could just go through the game. I didn't need anything. It told me how to go through levels 1 through 70 playing solo. This is beginner's guide level. I thought I went up to level 60. So it's going to tell me all the tactical advantage and tell me all the talent trees, all the equipment options. Tell me level 1 to 70 how to play solo. So I should be reading this when I'm playing. I should be reading this guide as I'm playing the game. Why am I doing this? Cat form DPS. It tells you all the different things. It tells you about the undead, the Taurens, the humans, the blood elves, the night elves, the humans, everything. All of your mounts, horses, the humans' racial mount. Everything you need to know. All of your warlock, all of your equipment options. Was there anything here for a mage then? Should be learning about a mage. Maybe playing as a shaman mage, playing as a priest. Playing as a fire mage. Oh, here we go. Playing as an ice mage. Here we go. So here's what I could use. I could read this at some point. Tactical advantages. It shows you everything about the mage. It shows you everything about them. It shows you how to play solo. It shows you how to play solo as a mage. Everything back then. Play as a fire mage. Play as a frost mage. Abilities learned at level 10 if you select frost. Summon water elemental. How come I can't summon my water elemental? Right, learned at level 10 if you select frost. So do I get a water elemental? I don't think I have a water elemental. Why don't I have the water elemental? And then the World of Warcraft, the other guide. Is this one different? So what the heck? Why are the elementals? Spirit healer. Maybe this is the one I'm looking for. Introduction to World of Warcraft. This is the later thing, right? This was with those. Wow, okay. Anyway, so why does that make any sense? Oh, here's all the maps, here's all the quests. Oh, okay, they show the levels of the quests. Holy jeez, I could... You mean the entire time I've been going through Elwyn Forest, I could have just been using this map and I would have known exactly where the quests are, exactly what level the quests are, exactly what I have to do. Tell them where my target is. Carrick Headfoot 5 target, level 12. Or Legend 12, and then it's going to tell me about Fellwood, and then it's going to tell me about Duskwood, so I don't even need to know where the quests are. I could just look at all the maps.